Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Today, I want to talk about something that's been making the rounds in my feed lately. Something called doom spending. Yeah, it sounds like something out of a dystopian novel, but it's real and it's happening. Doom spending is when people start blowing their money on all sorts of unnecessary crap because they feel like the world's falling apart. Let's be honest. With the news these days, who can blame them? Now, I'm not here to judge. I've got my own Amazon Prime habit, okay? But we need to talk about this. We've all been there, scrolling through the news, seeing nothing but doom and gloom. Pandemics, economic meltdowns, climate crap, political chaos. It's enough to make anyone want to hit the buy now button on the 80-inch TV they definitely do not need. But here's the thing. Spending money isn't going to save us from the apocalypse. It's not going to make the bad news go away. All it's going to do is drain your bank account, maybe give you a momentary hit of dopamine when the delivery truck pulls up. So what can we do about it? How do we fight the urge to splurge when everything around us feels like it's going to hell in a handbasket? Well, for starters, let's try to identify the triggers. Is it the news? Then turn it off. Take a break from the constant barrage of negativity. Trust me, the world will keep spinning without you knowing every single terrible thing that's happening every second of the day. Next, maybe set a budget. I know. Budget sounds about as fun as a root canal, but it's necessary. Allocate some money for essentials, some for saving, and a little for fun. Don't go overboard, all right? You don't need every new gadget every time you feel anxious about the state of the world. Speaking of anxiety, let's find some healthier ways to deal with it. Exercise, read a book, meditate, get out of the house. Do something that doesn't involve your credit card. Find ways to get that dopamine hit that doesn't result in buyer's remorse. Because trust me, that high from buying a new gadget is fleeting, but the bill sticks around. We should also talk to somebody. Not the cashier at Best Buy. Friends, family, therapist. Get some support. We're all in this together, and sometimes just talking about our fears can make them feel a lot less overwhelming. And finally, let's set some goals. Not just financial goals, but life goals. What do you want to achieve? Focus on that. We all need something to look forward to. Because here's the secret. The world has always been a bit of a mess. It's just that now we've got 24/7 news and social media to remind us of it every damn second. But it doesn't mean we can't live meaningful, fulfilling lives. So let's put down the credit cards, step away from the online shopping carts, and let's focus on what really matters. Let's take care of ourselves and each other. Wait a minute. I think that's somebody else's line. But the real antidote to doom isn't in your shopping cart. It's in your heart and your mind. My name's Tom Coffey. This is the Coffee Nuance Show, the best censored commentary and news show live. Right now, flame on. Yeah, so we're talking about doom spending today. And you're like, wait a minute, Tom, why are you not live? You're not live. This is a recorded video. Well, I'm at a conference today, and I didn't want to leave you hanging, so I thought, as it's Wednesday, it's a Big Idea Wednesday. And the big idea that I wanted to talk about today is this idea of doom spending. Okay, so this is a behavior where people, they make excessive or impulsive purchases as a way to cope with feelings of anxiety, stress, and impending doom. I think this came from doomscrolling. It's like, hey, what else can we come up with? All right, but it's true. It's true. This behavior is similar to doomscrolling, where people just consume negative news compulsively. Doom spending can provide a temporary relief, but it's only temporary. And often it will lead to long-term financial issues, increased stress, which will result in, guess what? More anxiety. So here's what we need to do. We need to identify the triggers, recognize what situations or feelings lead you to impulsively spend. Is it reading distressing news, feeling anxious about the future, experiencing personal stress? Right? So identify what is it that's setting you off? What is making you turn to try to buy something to fill that hole? Also, find healthy alternatives to this. Now, often, right, maybe you're buying things late at night. Well, it's hard to go for a walk, at 11 o'clock at night, right? Maybe it's hard to go to the gym. It's 11 o'clock at night. You should be getting ready for bed, but instead you're on Temu or you're on Amazon Prime and you're scrolling and you're buying something you don't need. Be aware of what the trigger is. Be aware of when you were making these purchases. If you're making these purchases, got some some emergency screaming by my house right now. If you realize that you're making all of your impulsive purchases, say, after 11 p.m., then perhaps step away from the computer at that time, right? Maybe just watch a little TV, read a book. There's different alternatives. And also, before making a purchase, pause and ask yourself, is this an emotional reaction that you're doing? A lot of people will implement like a 24-hour rule. So it's like if you want to buy something, you feel like you're buying something, put it in the shopping cart. Wait 24 hours. See how you feel about it the next day. And if at that point you still want to buy it, you can. It hasn't gone away, right? All these businesses will keep selling you crap, right? So that is something to consider. Waiting. Put it in the cart. Put it in the shopping cart. Wait a day. And then you can decide if that's what you really want to do. And lastly, just talk to somebody, right? Like I said in the monologue, we're all in this together. So if you're feeling anxious about the world, anxious about the national debt, anxious about the economy, anxious about the world around us, all the wars, you should. That means you're human, okay? But typically, just buying something isn't going to solve that. In fact, it may create its own set of problems. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about today. I know that this is just a really short video, going old school, an actual video. I'm going to have to see if I can remember how to upload a video. It's been so long because I typically go live. But I will be back live on Friday, so you can join me then. But as of right now, I'm at a conference, Bitcoin. So that's what I'm doing today. I hope you're doing something awesome. And if you're not, you still can. Get out there and do something awesome today or this evening after work. Anyway, I will be reading all of your comments, so be sure to leave a comment and I will react to it when I get a chance to later on. But I hope you're all having a beautiful, awesome, fantastic day. I will see you on Friday. Until then, peace.